Hey everybody, it's Polish Pete, and Just Landed is gonna get complicated this week. We got a whole bunch of Berkley stuff that showed up, a few big giant pallets worth of it, and it's gonna be tough to get through them all, but we wanted to make sure we highlighted each of them as they come in. This will come out in segments because we got a whole bunch that's still getting into the racking as we speak. But so far on some of the soft plastic highlights that we got a bunch of inventory in are the Max Scent Meat, or this is the Power Chunk, sorry. So really good cold water bait. If you want that fish that's really lethargic in those cold water temperatures to eat something good, you got that chunk style trailer. I know down south in the reservoirs, these work all year long as well. I'm interested to see how the Max Scent holds or does in the chunk style baits compared to the original power bait chunks, which is what I always used when I was fishing in the colder water months. You got the D worm. So this is like a shaky head style worm. And from the Max Scent family, this stuff stinks super bad. It's gonna get bit and held on to a lot better than most other non-scented plastics. We've already seen evidence of that from the tournament anglers. We got the Magnum Hit worm. So this is a big giant version of a shaky head worm. Obviously this can be Nico rigged. That's kind of the way I would probably rig this thing up. We have the Hit worm here, which is a drop shot version of the worms in the Max Scent formula. We also got the lunch worm, which is your traditional like power bait ribbon tail worm, but this one's got a nice cool rib body on it. I have a gut feeling that these are going to find a home in my boat. We have 6-inch Max Scent Generals that showed up. Generals and the Flatworm, I know we're going to hear about it in the comment, have been the #1 things we've been asked for from this Max Scent family of baits. Trust me, there's whole truckloads on order, but so far we just got a big shipment of the 6 inches in. We should be getting more flatworms, and as you know, they go real fast when we get them, so make sure you click the notifications and you get the emails. Trust me, the people who had those notifications last time got them all, so make sure you click on that if that's what you're after. The power swimmers here. So this is a ribbed boot tail swim baits. Really cool colors in these. They have definitely a different plastic feel to them than a lot of the other swim baits on the market, and they're aided with that power bait scent. So I'm sure this is going to find a home in a lot of tournament anglers' boats. We also have the bottom hopper from Power Bait. Cool flat bellied worm, like a trick worm style worm from Power Bait. So if you have confidence in that scent that you get from the Power Bait family, this is a cool worm to try on your little shaky head or drop shot. We've got the Meaty Chunk from Power Bait. These I've actually fished with for years now. Great little chunk. Any of the Power Bait products do get bit really well. This is probably the most excited for all the ones I am here, probably next to the Max Scent Generals and 6 inches that I'm gonna be buying. This is the beaten toad, right? Or this is actually the beaten paddle tail frog from Berkley. I have heard great things about this beaten paddle tail frog. I heard there's a bunch of cool ways to rig this thing, and I've heard it's already been catching a lot of fish for tournament anglers. So I'm excited to give this thing a try. We'll be doing some videos on these soon to try out some of these tactics that I'm hearing, how these things are getting rigged. So check those out. We've got Generals from Power Bait in the traditional sizes. Here's a green pumpkin stick bait in Power Bait. You can't beat that. We have the Power Hogs flipping bait there. You've got this one is the Craw Fatty, the Bobby Lane design flipping baits from Power Bait right there. We've got the Chigger Bug. I really like this one for a football jig, especially the compact style football jigs. Big, huge round claws on this thing. You're gonna get a lot of really cool action out of this, pretty unique action as well. This one here is the Twitch Tail, killer drop shot bait in Power Bait scent. I've talked about this before. We were really short on lizards. We are not anymore. We've got a whole bunch of different lizards. So if you're a lizard person, we've got lizards. And now, last but not least, we have the jerk shad here from Power Bait. So one of my confidence baits, a Fluke style bait like this, stick a 4 or 5/0 EWG hook in this thing and just twitch it like a jerk bait around cover. You can skip docks with these things. You can do just about anything with a jerk shad like this. And this is, like I said, a confidence bait for me when I'm in trouble and I need to get a bite. I can cover water with this. I feel like you get those fish that would eat a Senko but I don't want to fish that slow like I would with a Senko, and you can get some of those fish to eat like a jerk shad like this. So all these baits right now are on the site. There are a whole bunch of colors and variants and sizes all on the site, and look for more. There's a whole bunch more coming. You'll see a whole bunch of hard baits, terminal tackle from our friends at Berkley, and Fusion, and all their lines there from the Pure Fishing folks. Trucks are starting to roll in now. So look forward to talking to you guys all fall as we load and fill up this warehouse to capacity. So in the meantime, go catch them.